Well, Frank Gehry and I.M. Pei are two architects who will leave their marks on the world long after they're gone. Later on, as Live at 7 a.m. continues, we'll introduce you to an architect who is making his own distinct impression.
And welcome back to Channel 3 Reports Live at 7. A lot coming up this half hour, including a guy who's helped shape the Sacramento area.
Well, let's take it over to Edie right now, who has a story about a man who is leaving his mark on businesses all over town. Edie?
Thanks, Walt. Well, it's not often that people get very excited about strip malls, but one young architect looked at those block-shaped buildings as a challenge and won over the critics. Chances are you already know his work. Well, this morning, meet the man behind the walls.
This is Virgin Megastore at Market Square.
The Virgin Records Superstore on Sacramento's Arden Way was architect Mark Javolski's first signature on the city of Sacramento.
Make it fun and playful, make it eye-catching.
When it comes to retail space, it's Javolski's job to sell the outside, so the people are drawn to the inside. Javolski's a Princeton-educated Fulbright scholar from London. He was lured here by the challenge of some big projects and the freedom to do them his way.
One of the things is the site was quite narrow, so by extending the building over the adjacent building and creating this sort of dynamic sculptural shape, I think it makes it seem much larger than it is.
Since he essentially works with block-shaped buildings, his designs are in the details.
Very rarely in retail stores can you see out of them once you're inside. They want to trap you in there, and they just want you to see all the product. And I just thought it would be nice to have one place where you could actually walk to a window and look out. The model is really an essential part of the design.
Here's where it starts, in the office. Ideas become sketches. Sketches gain dimensions in models.
This is a tower element that really closes off the end of the crescent and connects to this building.
And if all goes well, the models will become buildings. Well, what do you make of the real-life version?
Well, we're pleased with it.
Welcome to Rocky Ridge Town Center, Javolski's latest work. This is intended to be less flashy than Virgin Records, more of a gathering place.
That was the idea, that it should be experienced by walking along in front of it through the different areas rather than just driving by. And I think there's this area, which is for outdoor seating, and then the main crescent area down here.
Technically, this is a strip mall, but the critics have praised its design partly because it gets people out of their cars.
We're really trying to encourage people to come and hang out and stroll up and down, and really, you know, it's nice to see people actually here using it after all the work.
Javolski also creates lighting and furniture designs, which he sells internationally. As the young architect continues his work, he builds more than a name and career for himself. His goal is to build a sense of community.
I think the most interesting part is that you make places that didn't exist and that you can visit them. And this was an empty field when we began here, and now people are using it.